As we all know, preparing for JEE comes with a lot of different kinds of pressures. There's societal pressure, family pressure, peer pressure, and of course, most importantly, atmospheric pressure. With the rise of JEE vlogs and videos and teachers and college students mentoring the next generation of JEE aspirants, a sort of idealistic vision is being normalized in this community. For example, studying 12 plus hours, waking up super early to study, being fully focused while you're studying and not having any distractions. But we all know by our own experiences that this kind of thing is far from reality. Unless you're like a superhuman and can actually do this, then respect to you. So in today's video, we'll look at some myths about JEE aspirants that have become more and more prevalent in today's JEE world. Now, as we all know, the emergence of online classes took the whole JEE world by storm during the pandemic. With all of us sitting at home, just passing time, all of this educational content on YouTube really provided us with a free gateway to a lot of just useful information of incredible quality. Now, this also meant a rise in online coaching with more and more students opting for it. Even though online education right now in 2022 is really well established, people still have this general view that unless you go for an offline coaching institution, you won't be able to do well in the exam, but that simply isn't true anymore. While online and offline coaching certainly have their differences, with the emergence of these online platforms as well as the incredible quality of education that is being provided on YouTube, I believe that you can do really well in JEE even by just studying online. Now, whenever we talk about online education platforms, one of the biggest names that comes up is unacademy. With JEE 2022 exams right around the corner and only 2 attempts instead of 4 this time, it's time for a final push in your preparation. Unacademy is offering up to 40% off on their 3-month and 6-month IIT JEE subscriptions, as well as a flat 20% off on subscriptions of 1 year and above. You can get these discounts by using my code Akshit. Early Evolve and Early Emerge batches are also starting, which will cover the class 12th and 11th syllabus respectively for students aiming for JEE in 2023 and 2024. Along with that, for students giving JEE in 2022, a practice series as well as a JEE main crash course is being launched on 19th February. You can get all of these batches with Unacademy's Plus subscription. With Plus, you get to study from India's best educators in interactive live classes. You also get access to live tests and quizzes as well as structured courses and PDFs on Unacademy's website and app. Unacademy also offers the Iconic subscription, which gives you all the benefits of Plus, along with live doubt solving, live mentoring, as well as physical notes. These notes are Unacademy's branded notes, which have been reviewed by top rankers, curated by top faculties, and can be accessible to you anytime, anywhere on your mobile device. Depending on your subscription, you can either get the physical notes delivered to your house or get access to the digital in-app notes. Again, use my code Akshit to get a discount on your subscription and fast-track your JEE preparation with Unacademy. Now, back to the video. If you've ever heard teachers and parents talking about things you shouldn't do during JEE, social media is usually right at the top of their list. Their worries arise from the fact that social media is incredibly distracting and all-consuming, and according to them, the best way to deal with it is to cut it right at the source. While I definitely agree with the part that social media is designed to consume you, it will only do it if you let it do so. It's all about maintaining the balance. If you think you can keep it in check and won't let it gain control over you, well enough, you don't really need to give it up for your preparation. Otherwise, if you spend hours and hours just scrolling aimlessly through Instagram or YouTube, I think the best thing would be to give social media up, because at this point, it is consuming you. Now, this is very opinion-based, but social media isn't exactly the best place to be in general. So if you do want to detox, I think that would be great. Digital minimalism is a great way to live by anyway. Forgetting all that, the bottom line is, if social media is very distracting for you and you spend like 3-4 hours daily on Reels or TikToks or whatever, you should definitely tone it down a little, because it will hinder your preparation. But if you're good with it and don't let social media consume you, you can have or not have social media. That's completely up to you, because I don't think that will make any significant impacts in your preparation. Now, I've said this before, hustling is great, working hard is amazing, and studying a lot is an incredible achievement, but the importance of taking breaks cannot be understated. Having a social life doesn't mean you have to go and party all night. Nobody is that social, I think. I am not social, but once in a while you should definitely get out of your room and go out with your friends or your family and take some time off the incredible stress that preparation is giving you. Now this helps you relax and also replenishes your mental and physical energy for going back to another study session. A day out to clear your mind and have fun will help you in so many more ways than it will hold you back. So if you still think that to prepare for JEE you need to give up your social life and not go out at all, I ask you to think again. Another really common notion about JEE aspirants is in order to get a good rank, you have to give up all your hobbies and interests, which is simply not true. I myself have been guilty of giving up things I loved in order to, do better in my preparation. And I've also seen a lot of people who've given JEE in the past who regret giving up their hobbies and interests for the exam. I mentioned earlier how important breaks are, and having a hobby is one of the best breaks you can get from the never-ending stress of your preparation. In between study sessions, you can play a video game or play an instrument, go outside and play a sport, listen to your favorite playlist, do anything that relaxes you and prepares you for your next study session. I say this all the time, but I genuinely do believe that proper relaxation is the key to lasting productivity. So basically, just don't get rid of all your hobbies. They're the greatest escape that you can get from this grind. When I started my preparation, everything that I knew about JEE was from coaching teachers, YouTube videos, or people on Quora, all of which said the same thing. If I don't study for 10 plus hours a day, I won't be able to crack JEE. Basically, if I studied any less than that, I should just forget about clearing the exam. Now, personally, I never studied more than 6 hours daily during my prep, and honestly, at some point during my preparation, I realized that the number of hours that you're studying isn't exactly the best way to judge how well you're studying. It's much more about how you spend your time than it is about how much time do you spend. This just means that just because you don't sit for 12 to 14 hours daily, that doesn't mean that you can't do well in an exam. And conversely, just because you do sit 12 to 14 hours in a day, doesn't mean that you automatically will do well in an exam. All you have to do is just make sure that the time you do spend studying, it's fruitful, it's productive, and you're actually studying something. In my opinion, if you're studying to complete a chapter or complete your work rather than completing the timer, you're well on your way to doing well in your exam. As I said, the content and the depth of what you study is much more important than how much time you spend studying. Now, this is a controversial one because I completely understand where people come from when they say this. I actually do think they're somewhat correct, but I also do think it's completely okay to be in a relationship during your preparation. Everyone's main worry about this is that it's a distraction. Yes, but that doesn't always have to be such a bad thing, right? I mean, just like anything else, it's only a distraction if you let it become one. Now, I've said this before and I'll say it again here, preparation is just one part of your life, and relationships, if you choose to do so, is just another part. They don't have to interfere with each other. Now, a disclaimer, I'm not a love guru or anything, but if you're sure you won't lose your focus or your dedication towards the exam, sure, go for it. Have a relationship. It's a great feeling to be in one. If you set your priorities straight and focus on your goal, then you'll have absolutely zero problems. As I said before, it's just about having a balance, just like everything in life. Alright, that's it for this one. This sure was a controversial video that I debated on making, but you know what? I started YouTube to express my opinions, and this is the best way to express my opinions. And I do think that the status quo about JEE aspirants needs to change. And for me, from the starting, it was always important to convey to people that you don't have to sacrifice everything and you can live sort of a easy going life even while you're preparing for JEE. So, well, if you like this video, like it. If you loved it, subscribe. I really appreciate it. and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.